Hey everyone, welcome back to Unravel the Threads, where we dive into the wild world of Reddit and try to make sense of it all. Today, we've got a heavy topic on our hands. A Reddit user found out that a woman they knew casually, more like a friend of a friend, murdered her husband. She'd joked about it before, and now she's been charged with second-degree murder. The whole thing came to light for the user during some casual chat at work. Talk about a bombshell over the water cooler, right?
That's definitely intense, April. It's a classic case of you think you know someone, and then, bam, they hit you with a plot twist straight out of a crime thriller. But here's a thought. Should the user have seen this coming? All those jokes she made could be seen as red flags.
I mean, who hasn't made a dark joke after a couple of drinks, right? But yeah, when someone actually follows through on their jokes, it's a different story. It's like when your friend says they're going to quit their job and move to Timbuktu, but then they actually buy the plane ticket. Mind blown.
Totally, Sam. And it's easy to laugh things off in the moment, but hindsight is 20/20. The real kicker is the roommate who knew about it all along but didn't spill the beans. Like, dude, get off your Xbox and maybe mention that your buddy is on a true crime podcast as the main suspect.
That's an interesting angle, April. I wonder if the roommate was trying to process everything on their own. But let's think about the implications here. If she had indeed talked about stabbing him, as the user mentioned, isn't there a moral obligation to report that to the authorities?
Yeah. But then you're caught in the dilemma of whether those drunken jokes are just jokes or actual threats. It's like when someone says they're going to eat an entire pizza by themselves. Are they serious or just kidding? You never know until you see the empty boxes.
And let's not forget the tragic side of this story. The kids. Those poor kids are caught in the crossfire, and it sounds like they didn't have the best start with parents like that. It's heartbreaking to think what their future holds.
Absolutely, April. The user is clearly shaken and feeling guilty, but they need to remember they're not responsible for someone else's actions. The commenters were right in saying they should think carefully and maybe even consult a lawyer before taking any action.
Right. Everyone needs to breathe, take a step back, and maybe see a therapist. This is heavy stuff, and nobody should shoulder this kind of emotional burden alone.
So, listeners, we want to hear from you. What would you do if you found yourself in this situation? Would you report those past conversations to the police, or would you stay out of it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay curious and keep unraveling those threads.